Hi there, I'd like to welcome you to the first in my series of little videos to help beginner students get their hands around the guitar, get used to playing, and just get you into the routine of having something good to practice at home so your skills develop over time. So the first thing I want to do is just sort of remind those students who may have had some lessons before and sort of need a little bit of guidance with playing at home. One of the most important things that we've got to watch is we have the guitar in a really easy position to play with. So that what that means is make sure you're sitting on a nice solid chair, you're using your footstool, keeping your left leg nice and high, and put your guitar on that, as you've been probably shown before in your lessons. You want to keep the neck angle nice and high to make it easy for your left hand to access the strings. With your right arm, one thing you need to sort of remember when you're playing is you want to position it so that it's easy for your fingers to access the strings. And the best point to start with is if you put your fingers on the bridge here and you slide straight to the top edge of the guitar. Your arm wants to rest there. If you've got a shorter arm or a longer arm, it might vary a bit, but you don't want your arm to slide down the back, around the bottom of the guitar, or up the top here, sort of coming too short. So a good point is that point there. You rest your arm and let your hand hang right down. One most important thing too is that your arm, I hold this angle here, but you can see my wrist is curved. Okay, you don't want to get squished up in there. So your hand wants to live somewhere around the edge of the sound hole here, not too far down the bridge and not over the top. Okay, this is a really good starting point when you're playing. So what I'd like you to do first, we're going to do some rest stroke, where we're just going to push the strings into the face of the guitar. So we push them in this way and then go straight through to the second string. We do the same with the middle finger. So we're just going to start just walking on the strings, like that. So just keep a really even beat. Okay, now try this one. So it's T, T. Back guitar, simple ones. So we're just keeping on the beat there. And then T, T. And then another really good little exercise is to play each note 4 times. And I like to go all the way to the 5th string, so we're resting on the 6th string and go back again. So we'll just try that. So we've got E 4 times, then B 2nd string, then G. Make sure our wrist is relaxed. Then D 4th string, and then A 5th string. Second, which is B, and then E. Okay, what we can go from there is we can actually play each note, instead of going ta, 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 we can go ti, 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 ti. So we'll try that. 2, 3, 4. So 3 and then B string. So you can go through that exercise, do as many times as you need to do, just to sort of get your right hand warmed up and relaxed. Really important to keep the arch around. Okay, so if you're to flatten your hand or to close your hand up in a fist, you really want your fingers to be covering the strings like that. You don't want your hand up here and your fingers reaching down. The hand gets really flat because it's too far down. You want your whole hand down, so my wrist comes out a little. You have to point it out, but it just needs to come down. Because as we start, later on as we start using your thumb more, you need your hand to work in this way. It's good also to be able to push into the strings and get projection. So you'll learn that down the track. Okay, left hand. A really good way of thinking left hand is you keep your fingers open and your thumb pointing up. Okay, you don't want your thumb out to the side. Thumb pointing up, open your fingers and you curl it around. So your fingers work in towards your thumb. Okay, and your thumb is pretty much opposite the second finger is a good starting point. So what you want to do is put your thumb at the back of the neck, and it's just opposite the second fret position. So when you put your first down, it's that side and third that side. So it's balanced. You don't want your thumb up here. You don't want your thumb over there somewhere, or sort of around the back of the neck over this way. You want it sitting down nice and low in here. Okay, so it's opposite the second fret. Okay, so we're going to just play open E 4 times, and then we're going to curl our fingertip around to F and then to G. Your hand needs to be open inside. It's like a cylinder. So as if you're holding a cylinder, and then you put the cylinder at the side of the guitar, so you've got an air bubble in there. It's really got to get those fingers spreading out. Okay, and as you play the G, you want to keep the F down. So we're just going to play E 4 times, like this. And then F, first finger. Then G. Back to F. And then E. Let's try that one more time. Ready? And so E. After E is F, that's the alphabet basically. After F is G. Pushing straight through, keep your right hand really relaxed. Back to F, then to E. Okay, so we're going to do the second string now, play B open. Just play that 4 times. First finger onto C. Third finger D. To C, then to B. Okay, so what we can try now is we can try putting the 2 together. So we play B, then C, then D on the second string, and then go into the first string, E, F, and G, and then we'll play it backwards. So we'll just play together, and you can follow me as we go. So starting from second string open, and then we're going to get our C ready to go. Are you ready? And so B. Then E open, then F, then up to G, straight back to F, then E open. We're going to go across to D on the second string there. Sometimes it's tricky for people on the way back down. C. Doing 4 times is really helpful because it keeps the right hand walking, which is a really important thing to make that a sort of a habit, sort of a little mechanical memory. Your fingers are always walking. So we do the same thing now, each note twice. So the left hand is going to move a bit quicker than it did before. We're going to keep the speed the same in terms of the actual beat. So we're going to go B, B, then C, C. Here we go. B, B, C, C, D, then E, F, then F, back to D, C, then B. Okay, let's do the same thing now, and we'll play each note once. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's B, C, D, E, F, G, back to F, B, B, C, D. We'll try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to play some notes, and you can actually try to play them back. So I'm going to play little patterns that are like a couple of bars long, which is going to be something like this. E, 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 F, G, G, and then you can play E, 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 F, G, G. So you just copy back what I'm doing. Here we go. F, G. So you play back. E, 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 F, G, G. And then G, G, F, F, E, E. Try that. G, G, F, F, E, E. Then E, E, F, F, E, E. Play that back. F, F, E, E. Then E, E, F, F, G, G, G. E, E, F, F, G, G, G. And E, E, F, F, E, E, E. E, E, F, F, E, E, E. Second string. B, B, C, C, B, B, C, B, C, C, B, C. B, B, C, C, D, D, D. Again, so it's B, B, C, C, D, D, D. Play that back. So that first string. E, E, F, F, G, G, G. Off you go. And G, G, F, F, E, E. Second string. D, B, C, C, B, B. Okay, so now you can try this little pattern. Put your first finger on C, and it goes something like this. It goes C, D, E, F, G, G. Try that. C, D, E, F, G. Start again. First finger on C. C, D, E, F, G, G. Okay. Now we can try this reverse, going sort of moving quickly through the notes again, starting from G. Just do it backwards. So it's G, F, E, B, C, C. Okay. We can add some more notes to that. So we've got third string open, which is G. And there's one little new note that some of you may know is A, which is second fret, second finger on the third string. So it's G, G, A. So what we can do there is we can play the G open, then A, second finger, then B, then C, and then D. So we'll try that again. It's G open, then A, then B open, first finger on C, third finger on D. So I'll play it quicker. It goes G, A, B, C, D. You can try that. And then the next one, you can start from C. C, D, E, F, G. You can try that. And then you play backwards. G, F, E, D, C. And then from D, D, C, B, A, G. You can try that. D, C, B, A, G. So the getting to the A can be tricky. So it goes D, C, B, A, G. You can try that. So it's D. So you can go all the way through with all the natural notes. So we've got G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then backwards. G, F, E, B, C, B, A, G. So A and G are our new ones. If it's tricky, we'll get to them soon. So you can probably learn them in your next lesson if you haven't learnt them already. So it goes like this. And then backwards. Let's give that a go again. And then back down again. Okay, so you can take these exercises and you can just maybe play this video a few times if you can handle playing along, and use them as a bit of a practice tool. And I would suggest if you did them once or twice a day, then each time you practice over a week, you'll get really, really fluent with your left hand. And then anything else you play will get a lot easier. Anyway, give it a go and good luck.